What's going on, friends? What's going on?
Listen, man, I remember once upon a time, folks were saying that we not that we don't have enough
I remember that.
melanin in our bones and our skin. Listen, we just two bros from Jersey, man. That right there took me back to the '90s, right there, man. It's like certain streets I couldn't walk. My mom was like, "Don't you walk down that street," because you already know who down
All
that
the
street.
action's at. That's all the
Yeah,
action.
that's where all the action's at. Keep off them streets. So listen, man, I'm happy. I'm happy how I was brought up. I
Yeah.
could appreciate that type of music, bro.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, man. But here we are, man. This is another episode of Partner Brick Ruption. It's your boy Mel. This your man Corey. We in the building, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Like, so friend, in the news, a
Mhm.
raccoon breaks into a liquor store and drink up all the booze. What do you know about
Yeah, I mean, raccoon broke in, asking for some help. Where the henny at? Nobody was there. Like, yo, I'm just gonna help myself. And you know what? I never had that Ciroc. Let me get a little taste of that. Oh, that's that vodka. Let me taste a little bit of that. So I mean, nobody was there to stop him. And then you know what happened, man? Dude was laid out.
it? Oh,
But you know what happened? Animal control came in, brought
uh-huh.
him, let him sleep it off, sent him back out into the wild.
Got news for you. I won't be at the Halloween costume party next year because I lost my costume.
It's probably for the best, man. It's probably for the best. Probably for the best. Oh man. All right. So let's kick this thing off, man. Bricklink. Bricklink part 2.
Okay.
Closing up shop.
Yes.
So Bricklink, we talked about this before, but for those who don't know, Bricklink is shutting down 35 locations
Yes.
in the world. People who usually sold on Bricklink, collected through Bricklink, they're shutting it down. They're saying, hey, we're not going to be able to support your region of the world anymore. If you want to get your stuff, you got to go to other regions to get your stuff. So Bricklink has been trying to do damage control because the optics looks bad.
Right.
Bricklink is a big company. Not only that, it's connected to Lego directly.
It is.
So there should be no reason why people can't get Lego in these different areas. There's no Lego stores in their area.
Mhm.
So Bricklink is the next option.
Right.
So, Bricklink is saying, there's a lot of fraud going on with PayPal. So a lot of people have been having some issues with PayPal. If you remember earlier this year, Bricklink was shut down for a few weeks, with the whole thing with fraud, some privacy issues, some leaked information. People got their business accounts connected to Bricklink. And that's a lot of money you're talking about. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they're trying to play clean up because they don't want the optics to get out of control because it's out of control now.
Right.
They're people are saying, the designer program, they're like, oh, so can I still design? Can I still put something in the program even though I'm in one of the areas that y'all shut down? So
Mhm.
it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Bricklink, man. But what you think about this reason? They're saying that it's fraud, and because of fraud, we shutting it all down. What do you
Yeah.
think?
I agree to that. Like, they're on damage control because it has affected the Lego community, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with businesses, there's something called loss prevention, right? And
Yeah.
so, like, I think they are trying to prevent the fraud. And the fraud is, all right, I'm from out of the country and I make an order into your store. You ship it to me. I pretend I never got it. I get my money back and I get your brick. So they are they are trying to, I think they're trying to just mitigate the cost of doing business. And I
Yeah.
think in these regions that they're no longer going to serve, I think that they're just cutting their losses off because in the long run, it saves money on loss prevention, right? It
Mhm.
saves money with the sellers, and
Mhm.
but here's the thing: I'm sure that stuff it's probably it's got to be insured through probably the Bricklink program. So you could probably file a claim and like, hey, look, I sent it, but the buyer saying that he never got it. You refunded him his money. I'm out money. Who pays that? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
at a certain point, I think it was given that, okay, well, we're gonna make the buyer happy, we're gonna make the seller happy, throw money this way, throw money that way. But then at the end of the year, it's time to count the ducats, and that's a huge loss.
Yeah. It is a huge loss if you're a student of business, if you're a student of accounting, economics.
Mm-hmm.
It's they're looking at the bigger picture,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, looking at the big picture, you forget about the small people.
Yeah.
And those small people are the people that are in these different countries that don't have the access that big countries like America has. We're not going to have this problem. We're going to be fine. We're not going to feel the brunt of this.
Yeah.
Other countries are going to feel the brunt, and it's going to just continue to paint a picture that America is out for themselves, and they're not looking for the little. They're looking out for the little guys. So I hope Brinklink finds a way to mitigate this issue and fix it. Maybe they can create a whole new Brinklink just for those countries, that they can still do their business just through them, not through the bigger Brinklink. Who knows?
Yes. I agree. And it's definitely going to be a big loss. It is. It's going to be a big loss to the, like you said, the small communities. And now you have to find another way to go around about getting the outside brick.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have limited IG hashtags. I'm gonna run it down for you. Hashtag Legography. Hashtag Lego Cyberpunk City. Hashtag Lego Cyberman. Hashtag Lego Futuristic City. Hashtag Lego Pyramid. Hashtag Legoland. Hashtag Lego Batman. Hashtag Lego Instagram. Hashtag Lego and Legoland Hotel. Hashtag Mania. Hashtag Lego Movie. Hashtag Lego Ideas. Hashtag Lego Ninjago. Hashtag goes on.
You said more than 5, but
Right.
yeah.
I only could get 3. I can get 3 on my channel. Some accounts are 5, and some accounts are 3. I don't understand how they decide who gets 5 and who gets 3. I've seen some people, get out with 5.
Really?
I only could do 3. And so now I have a grievance. I have a big grievance.
As you should. Hold on. Let me just see. Let me see something. Let me look at one of these.
See, my account is a business account. I heard from our good friend Victor, and he was like, "Yeah, you got to have a business account to have 5." I have a business account. I do, because I'm a content creator, and I made sure I switched it, and that's why now I got the little blue check mark to get verified, do all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I only can put out. It won't let me put out no more than 3. So I want to know how you get 5, because I feel like I'm being slighted.
Hold on. Let me check something here. So I'm gonna look at one of my recent posts. One of my recent posts, I got about 5 on mine.
Mm-hmm.
And do I have I don't have a business account.
Okay.
I had one. No, I'm lying.
Yeah, you are.
See, I don't even know what I'm doing. It's been so long, man. I've been trying to understand the system that I just gave up.
And I think a lot of people have given up. It's like, whatever, man.
Like, I give up now, man. Yeah, I don't have a business account, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's this whole thing is just really. It's weird, man. Social media has become such an intricate part of our lives. I remember a time when social media was just for you to stay connected with people that you went to high school with, or your coworkers. You know, I remember when social media was, just MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in that era when social media started to become, trending.
Yes.
And now that, as content creators, these content creators, they make big money. It's becoming a big business. People are going to school just to learn algorithms so that they can just be content creators. And you know, now that Instagram has decided to go with 5 hashtags, I know TikTok decided to do 5 hashtags as well. You know, I think X is still the wild wild west. I think you can still do whatever you want on X. But it's hard now, you know, because you really don't know what's going to trigger the reactions. You really don't know. You're following the same people, and you know, you put your stuff out and you don't get the views that you're looking for. You don't get the likes that you're looking for. In my situation, I find that my stories get more traction over the weekend than they do during the week. So it's like, okay, now I have to try to still do things during the week, but then also save all my good stuff on the weekend so I can get more eyes. You know, it becomes a rat race, you know, and we're chasing followers, chasing views, and sometimes the content is just not there. No. So I've given up.
It's tough because they limit you and they put you in a vacuum at this point. And if you're trying to like get 100,000 viewers or trying to get that nice little plaque that they put in the back and stuff or whatever, now it's that much harder to do so, because now they limit you to these hashtags, which that hashtag is basically a highway that your content travels so other people can pick it up, people that aren't following you.
Right.
Now they limit that, so now you can't use that, and it's all goes back to actually paying, you know, having a paid account, like paying, you know, Instagram to circulate your content, and so now it comes off as an ad versus being a true content maker now, because you know they cut you by the knees at this point.
Yeah, we remember we talked about this in the last video. You know, when it comes to, you know, what is driving the viewerships and with the land members, you know, they're looking at different ways of doing content. You know, some of them are doing risque stuff. Some of them are just flat out saying, you know, just post or whatever. You know, and you know, you have to figure out what's what. I always tell people, at least for me, you know, my social media is for my business. So people watch my stuff. I don't care if I get the views or likes and stuff like that. It's that one person that say, hey, I like this program that you did at this school. I want to bring you to my school.
Right.
Perfect. That's what I use social media for these days. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Unfortunate. It is. It's very unfortunate. All right. I know it's your go, but I'm going to go ahead and go for you. I feel like you got a lot to say.
Oh boy. All right.
All right. Lego Masters Disenfranchised. I never even thought that those two would really be in the same sentence, but apparently it is. So New York Legoland had a tree lighting, and they announced it. It was weeks, you know, it was just this past week, and this past week ago, and they announced it, and we talked about it. And then on the weekend of, my boy went silent, and I didn't hear nothing from him. And I'm like, man, I hope this dude didn't go down there and turn that tree upside down.
When I was like this. I was like this. So, all right. So number one, man. Oh man. All right. So see, I you know, on social media, and I saw that this tree lighting was happening.
Yep.
I don't recall there being an advertised tree lighting last year or the year before at Legoland. So I was like, you know, I don't understand why I can't just pull up. So I was thinking about it. I said, you know what? Let me wait. I'll wait and see what's what. And then I started seeing more advertisements of, you know, meet, you know, Brickmaster Amy and your favorite Lego Masters from season 5. I was like, oh. I said, okay, so season 5 is there, the finalists, which, you know, it makes sense. They are this is their year, you know. So I said, okay. I said, you know what? Let me not make any assumptions. Let me do it the right way. Because with Comic-Con, to some people I did it the wrong way, but I felt like I was doing it the way I needed to do it.
Yeah.
So I say, you know what? Let me not throw anything out there. No shade. Let me see if I can reach out to the right people, talk to the right people, and
Mhm.
then let's see what's what. So I
Mhm.
had sent the message out, sent an email, and I said, hey, I saw this advertisement on social media. You know, I was in the Bricktacular special last year. It was a holiday special. I'm in Jersey. I got this iced out trophy. I think it'll be a good opportunity for me to come up there and, be a part of the festivities. I don't necessarily have to be a part of season 5 or with Brickmaster Amy, but I mean, you guys can put me to the side, and at least the kids can see this trophy that they've seen on TV and take pictures and all that good stuff. So I was really trying to like push it out there.
Right.
I got no response. Absolutely no response. So, my partner in crime, Tacos, she had reached out as well, and they reached back to her and said, "Hey, we'll happy to have you as a content creator, but you can't mention you was on Lego Masters. You can't do anything like that. You could just take these pictures and be there for the lighting and everything like that." So she was like, "Okay, it'll be for good content. It's good for content and all that good stuff."
Right.
So she had told me, I was like, so a part of me was feeling kind of slighted because I'm like, okay, last year there was no Lego Masters episodes, there was no regular season.
Right.
Season 4 ended in 2023.
Yes.
There was nothing 2024 until the Bricktacular special.
Right.
So that whole year, we weren't asked to do anything.
Yeah.
To promote because it's the holiday special. It's kind of weird to promote a holiday special in the beginning of the year. You would think like maybe Thanksgiving around that time, we would be asked to say, hey, we would love for you to go to this Lego store. We would like for you to go to Legoland, and promote this holiday special.
Right.
None of that happened.
Yeah.
All of 2024. So, our episodes air. We're the only thing that people are watching for Lego Masters because we're the only season that's on 2024. 2025 rolls around, you're thinking, okay, well, all right, we aired it, and the opportunities should present themselves in different ways. But before season 5 airs and before Lego Master Junior airs,
Right.
radio silence, nothing. And then season 5 airs, and then boom, opportunities roll in for season 5.
Yeah.
Not for this Bricktacular special.
Right.
And again, at the end of the day, it's their business. They do what they want. But with this thing, this is a holiday celebration, a Christmas lighting,
Right.
and this is in New York. And the only person that's in proximity of that is me. Literally 67 miles away from my home, an hour and 40 minutes it would take me to drive there with the trophy,
Right.
and just have the trophy there so that people could come and take pictures. They could have put me in Legoland in the hotel in the lobby, and I could have just been there in the lobby with the trophy, kids taking pictures, me signing autographs. I could have did that the entire time.
Yeah.
And they don't got to shell out no money because I'm literally driving there. I'll be there for the day, so you don't need a hotel room for me. It's an hour and change away from my house. I could drive back home, So it was just, for me, it was like, this is almost a no-brainer as to why I'm not present for this. And they sent me nothing. And that Saturday, I'm driving up there, and I'm like, I could burn down all my bridges and just say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to come through with my outfit from the show. I'm going to walk around with the trophy at Legoland.
What's up?
You cannot, like, I would literally the attention would literally gravitate to me. And it's not because it's me, it's because of the fact I have something that was on TV that people saw. And I was like, man, I could really, stir up some trouble.
Yeah.
And, my parents always told me, man, the loudest nail gets hit first, right?
Yeah.
But then once that nail gets hit, all the other nails that look like that nail, they're gonna avoid it altogether because you're gonna say, you know what? If this nail was that loud, can you imagine if the rest of these nails get loud? We don't need that type of energy. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna film my content. I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And me and Tacos, we met up there and we had a great time. You know, we had a great time. We went to the back room with the master builders in that
Right.
workshop,
Yeah.
and they noticed us. We weren't walking around with big banners saying, "Hey, we're from Lego Masters too."
Right.
We were low key. I wasn't even in a blazer or
Huh?
nothing like that. I had a sweater
Yeah.
and a jacket on,
Right.
and people noticed us. People came up to us. Oh my gosh, you're from the show. Take pictures and everything. Went to the workshop. The master builders in the workshop was like, "I remember you guys were on the show. Man, come back here." I'm like,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Went back there. You know. Then season 5 and Brickmaster Amy came in the same time. Ironically, the same time. So we're like, oh wow, this is not. I mean, it feels kind of awkward, but then
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's like seeing your family, you know. So, you know, I showed them nothing but love, you know, because at the end of the day, that was, you know, that's what it was about. And you know, me and I was like, once they came in, I said, all right, they're probably filming some content. They're probably doing some. I'm just gonna slide out. You know, I'm gonna let them have their moment. Slide out, wait somewhere else. And the same thing, people were just like, "Oh wait, you're the Lego Masters, Brick
Yeah.
Master." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Right. Right.
You know, so you know, I can't say we were disenfranchised. I can't say that.
Yeah.
But it's hard to not feel like you're part of the team
Mm-hmm.
when everything that you're making it easy to be a part of the team,
Right.
or to bring more eyes to the team.
Right.
You know, it's hard, man, because like I don't know what I did wrong.
Yeah.
Like from the time I won last year, everything that I've done up to this point has been all me.
Right.
Like Lego has not
Yeah.
been in the mix of any opportunities I've had,
Right.
any speaking engagements I've done, any local stuff that I've done. It's been all me.
Yeah.
And whenever I bring the trophy out, the kids are going crazy, you
Yeah.
know, because they've seen it on TV and now they see it in person.
Right.
It's isn't that the goal? Isn't that the whole point of Lego Masters and you know, amateur builders becoming these masters and then going back to their communities and be like, hey, I won the big one. And then Lego saying, hey, we're gonna, you know, we're happy for you. You know, let's get you out to different places if you want to go. If you don't want to go, cool. But if you want to go, let's get you some of these places and you can promote more for us. You know, It's not like I'm saying, man, I hated my time on Lego Master and I got the stupid trophy to prove it. Nobody's saying that.
No.
Because we're part of that brand. Yeah. But it's hard when and you know what? It's crazy because oh man, what's the coach's name? The coach for the Celtics. Oh man, what's his name? Anyway, the coach for the Celtics, he had said something that brought tears to my eyes, man. He said this after George Floyd, the whole situation. He was like, it's hard to be in a country that you love so much, but they don't love you back. And when he said that, man, he brought tears to my eyes. Cause I was like, daggone, that's crazy. Yeah. And the amount of love that I show Lego, the amount of love that I give to Lego, man. Listen, man, this sits on my desk.
Yeah.
This is me when I was 12 years old, dude. 12 years old. And I keep this at my desk. And whenever I do something, I'm like, yo, this is why I love Lego. Lego is the best toy ever. Like I'm waving that flag, man. And then it's just like, we still don't want you. That's how it feels. Yeah, we still don't want you. Yeah, you won it. You won the big cup. Yeah, you got this title. Yeah, you're the first black guy to do it. Yeah, but you know what? We're good. We don't need you. It's hard, man. It's hard to feel that and see that. And I don't think that's the case. Yeah. I just feel like it's just, you know, they're promoting what's current, and I get it. But this is the second time this happened specifically to me and to way to you, because when we were in season 1, COVID hit. So everything that we would have done with Lego
shut down.
That was shut down. We
Shut
didn't
down.
have
Like
a game.
even with your social media, you couldn't post this. They tell you can't post that. Now they in
Yeah.
mid-season doing little like behind the stage skits, and Lego Masters is partnering, like they basically collab in the post.
Coincide. Yeah.
Yeah, they collab in the post. So yeah, I'm green about that because you told me I couldn't post anything and got mad when I posted the picture when we was in front of the Porta John. I got a phone call. That was the first phone call. We was in front of the Porta John, and they told me to take my stuff down. And then a day later, Beyond the Break posts behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, I feel disenfranchised. I do.
Mm.
Um, because to me, it's not fair though. It's not fair because like not this year because well yeah, it wasn't this year. Comic-Con. They took Crystal, and Crystal was like 3 years removed from her last cup she won, but they took Crystal Star. They didn't take you. And they took the, they took, I guess they took all the current winners of the Lego Masters, and they didn't
Season
take
5, yeah.
you. And then you got a phone call, like a PR phone call. Yeah, we didn't take you because it was a limited season. Blah 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 blah. When the next go round, we'll look for you on the next go round. And here they have something in your backyard. They do the same thing, right? They do the same exact thing. So how would they expect you to act? Yeah, I would show up. You right in my backyard. You flew these folks in my backyard, and you know, and really that that season of Lego Masters had no Christmas specials at all. They had nothing. They built nothing that was Christmas. Nothing. Nothing.
No.
And so, for you to represent Christmas and Lego Masters, yeah, you should have been frontline center. You and Taco should have been frontline center, right? Um,
Mhm.
and for them to do that, yeah, that's disenfranchised. And I, I don't want to call the race car because I'm not going down that route or anything like that. But you are a cup winner, and they're not. Like here's the thing: we getting ready to go to a convention tomorrow, all weekend, and people gonna ask, "Hey, how was your experience on Lego Masters?" And hey, look, I'm thinking about applying to Lego Masters. What would you say to me? So little Johnny that's getting ready to apply to Lego Masters, I'm
Yeah.
telling you that if you're gonna apply to Lego Masters, be in it for the money. Forget the fun. Forget trying to be famous because they don't do that. After you finish the show, they're gonna drop you like a bad habit. They're not gonna call you unless they want you to promote, another show or something like that. They're not gonna call you. They're not gonna call you. So if you apply to Lego Masters, be it you and your partner get together and win it for the money, nothing more.
Mm.
Be about the money. And that's a straight answer. Before, like a couple years back, Corey, my answer would have been, yeah, it was so much fun. I was in it for the fun, waking up every day, being around the brick and blah, 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 all the stress and the stuff that they put in. No, 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 forget all that. If you apply to Lego Masters, be in it for the $100,000 and nothing more.
So we have we have a bit of a difference of opinion. I'm gonna tell you why. Because there's going to be, even let's say little Johnny looks like us, right?
Mhm,
Little Johnny is going to want to be there, yeah, for the money. That's one thing, but
mhm,
for the representation. Now, would that representation happen after you've been on the show? Probably not, unless you got that hustle in you, then
mhm,
it will. But one thing I've always learned about corporate life, about regular life, about
mhm.
American life, the limit to your success is your own, like, is your own cap. If you
Right,
say, yo, I'm not going to be able to get this far because of this, you're going to cap yourself every single time. And for me, it's not about that. I didn't think a red carpet was going to get rolled out for me. I didn't think they were going to fly me to all these different places. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I
right.
didn't let that stop me being who I was supposed to be after I won that cup. I have to be a representative of not only Lego as a whole, but also more importantly, my culture, who I
Yeah,
am as a black man. You know, I teach kids of all different races, and they're gonna grow up 10 years from now, 20 years from now. Every time they see a Lego brick, they're not gonna think about those different winners that came before and after me, they're going to think about the black teacher that they had with locks that actually went back to the show and won it all.
Yeah.
That's something that Lego Masters can never take away from what I have.
Yeah.
And I'm always going to be open to work with them. I'm always going to be open to promote with them. Always. I don't believe in burning bridges.
Okay.
But I am going to point out when, that bridge that I'm not trying to burn down, you guys are burning it down. So I'm just gonna say, hey, you guys are burning it down, not me.
It's already burnt. It's already burnt. If they call you from the Comic-Con where they took Crystal Star from the Comic-Con and they tell you, hey, we'll catch you on the next one. We're sorry, man. We're trying to bring you on, but we're trying to promote this, blah, blah, blah. We'll when something come up, we'll call you. Something came up, they never called you. That bridge is burnt. And you say representation, I get that. Like it's good to see a good melting pot on each season. It is. You got 5 seconds to answer me this. Season 5, who were the black contestants?
It was Tone and Alex.
I would expect that from you.
Tone and Alex.
I guarantee you, I'm gonna ask you that thing again, right? And this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be sitting down in the same booth in Ocean City, Maryland, at the Comic-Con, and I'm gonna ask somebody, and I'm just like, who was the black contestants on season 5? And see if they know.
Tone, Alex, and Anthony. I didn't even mention Anthony.
Yeah, you missed one, but I wasn't gonna get you like that. You said what I wanted to say. What I wanted to hear. But
I got to hold down my two brothers, man.
I say that because Paul, Randall, like those are I feel like those are the masterminds that look like us, that are very highly intelligent with the brick, right?
Yeah.
And maybe I'm biased because those are my favorites, maybe, right? And so, like, they kind of went the distance. Both of them went the distance, right? Both of them went the distance. And so, what I'm saying is that you get a black couple on Lego Masters, and they don't go the distance because they're new to the brick, or they just not that inclined with bending the brick like you, me, Randall, Paul, and Nalita, right?
Yeah.
And I'm Sarita, and and so that's discouraging, right? And I feel like they can put the effort to find talent. Forget the smoke and mirrors. Like, just because you smile on the camera, I shouldn't be recruiting you for the show. I want to know, can you really build? Like, can you really get down on this brick?
Yeah.
But then even so, that don't even matter. I'm in here arguing that don't even matter, because look at you and look how they treating you. You won. And you didn't do one PR event with Lego Masters since you won that cup. Not one.
It's a fair statement.
But we did a lot of them. Hell, even Mark was in on one.
Yeah.
And they didn't win season 1, but they were in. They did some PRs.
They did. And then to take it even further, Paul and Nalita, they went the distance in season 4, and they went to Australia.
They went to Australia.
So they're one of those teams that they can say they've been on 2 different versions of the show.
But they are like you, where you made your own PR moments and you making your own waves. They didn't take them. They didn't take them to the Comic-Con. They didn't take them to like all those other, to Legoland for the tree lighting. They didn't take them for any of that.
Right.
And that's disenfranchisement. That's disenfranchisement. If we are part of this family or we're not. If we're not, tell me we're not. Cool. I'm gonna go my way. But don't leave Corey stringing along. Like you part of this. You part of. And here's the thing. And I had talked to somebody about this. Somebody
got me stringed along.
So he said, I talked to somebody about this, and they said this. They said the whole deal with Legoland and Lego Masters, it wasn't like they had limited seating there. So you and Tacos, if there's an event with Lego Masters there, you and Tacos should have been a part of that because it's a group of Lego Masters. Just like if it was Brick Fair, Virginia, or Chicago, Brick World, Chicago. If there's a table and there's a panel with Lego Masters up there, it don't matter what season, whatever. You want to come get some, come get some.
Mm-hmm. And that was like, that was kind of the thing that I would like, because for Tacos it was about seeing Brickmaster Amy and having that moment with her. And I said, oh, that's all good. And she was like, yeah, we're gonna go to the meet and greet. I said, what do you mean? Like, you want to stand in line for the meet and greet? She was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with you to do almost anything. I'm not doing that. Yeah. And it is no disrespect to season 5, Brickmaster Amy.
Right.
As a Lego master, not even a winner, as a person who was on the show, I am not standing in line to see the same folks that I know personally.
Right.
I'm taking a space away from a fan that could be in line to see that person.
Yeah.
I'm taking that space away from that person.
Yeah.
Because let's say they cap it at a certain number. I can't take that space. I'm walking straight up, because what y'all gonna tell me? Oh, you're not part of this. How am I not part of it?
Right.
That's why I was really debating whether I should walk around with that trophy and just hold it up.
Right.
Like, I mean, who's gonna tell me to go? Who's gonna tell me? Security is not gonna roll up on me and say, "Hey, man, you gotta leave with all that stuff." Leave with all what stuff? These are the same people. I'm part of the same show. Look, this 2019. This was me. 2024. This is me. I'm the same guy. Like that's what I was saying to myself. I'd say, you know what, man? I have a lot of eyes on me, and these are a lot of eyes on me that I can't see.
Yeah.
And sometimes, you know, they're waiting for you to have that meltdown. They're waiting for you to have that break.
Yeah.
To just go crazy and be like, yo, you know what? Yeah. Post that video. F this, F that.
Yeah.
And then you're labeled.
See, I told you. I told you. See, I told you.
Angry black man.
Yep. I told you.
That's why we can't give them anything, because look, they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Listen, man. So just to close this segment off, man, because I know we've been talking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing yellow right now,
mm-hmm.
and you wore a necklace with a ring on it, mm-hmm. and that was a symbol to your grandmother, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So my sister passed away last year. Mm-hmm. She passed away 2 days before the Brickmaster special, the Bricktacular special aired. Mm-hmm. And she was promoting it heavy on her social media. My brother is back on TV. Make sure you're tuned in.
Yeah.
And then she died the week before.
Mm.
And her favorite color was yellow. So this whole week I've been wearing yellow for my sister.
Yeah.
But one thing my sister always told me, she said, Corey, never forget the skin that you're in.
Yeah.
And people are going to be looking at you, because you could be the nicest person. You could be the most helpful. You could be the most giving. You could be the most cheerful. But the minute you're angry, the minute you show that emotion of anger and frustration,
yeah,
that's when all of that good stuff you do, that's gone out the window. And you are labeled the angry black man. The angry black man that has slavery on his back and he hates all white people and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You're automatically labeled.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, sis, man. She told me this when I was a kid, man.
Right.
When I was a kid. I was like, how can I not be that? She's like, you got to take it.
Yeah.
Take it. Smile. You can scream in your pillow. Do it when no one's watching. But make sure when you get it all out, you turn around, you put that same smile on your face.
Yeah, nobody sees it.
Forward.
Yep, nobody sees it. Yeah, I believe that. Like, I think we got to walk a different line. And like, I don't go bragging about it and nothing like that. And hell, being in law enforcement, it wasn't the community I served. It was the people I served with that didn't like me. Mm-hmm. And so like, you know, but like you said, you have to have that face, and it's a professional face, and you treat everybody with kind of respect. And even though I got called everything, you know, other than a child of God from my team members, you know, I never disrespected any of them. I just, you know, had to let it roll off my back, because the moment that I do and I lash out, I'm out of a job, I'm unprofessional, and they'll never look to somebody like looking like me ever again.
Yeah.
And so, and I understood it. It's an assignment, and I understood the assignment. And
Yeah.
so the same thing here is that it's Hollywood, folks, and it's don't call us, we'll call you. So if you apply to Lego Masters, be in it for the money, to get the fame. Fame, they're not gonna let you get fame unless you out here, TikToking every day by yourself. They're not gonna promote you. They're not. It's the money, folks.
Do it for the love of the Lego too.
The money.
The love of the
You don't
Lego.
get to take the Lego home. The money. Mhm.
Oh man. All right, folks. So it is a good 5 minutes. This is a segment where we get to ask a couple of questions to some awesome individuals. And today we have the privilege of having our very own season 1 contestant, now a master model builder at Lego, Aaron Newman. What's up, man?
Hey, good to see you guys.
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? You living a dream, man. You looking good, living a dream.
Yes, sir.
It's a wonderful, wonderful life out here. So yeah, I'm super happy to get to do this, follow this childhood dream and, made it here and now producing some cool sets. So life is awesome.
That's indeed. That's indeed. I can attest to it. There you go.
Yeah.
Super happy with this one. Super happy. So this interview is probably going to be very biased on the good side.
I'll take it.
So in a good 5 minutes, basically, we're going to ask you 5 questions. And these 5 questions, you can answer however you want, in the time that you want. But we're always trying to stick to that 5 minutes. So okay. I'm going to jump in and ask you the first question. All right. Out of the 13 sets, because I believe you've created 13 sets thus far. Correct?
Or 15. I've lost count at this point. I think it's somewhere like that. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go on the high side. 15.
Sure.
So out of the 15 sets you've created, which is your favorite?
Well, it's going to sound like I'm just saying this because it's just about to come out. But to be honest, that Iron Man Mark III Collector's Edition really is one of the coolest things, in my opinion, that I've worked on. One of my favorites. And the reason I would say that one is it really was a pure passion project where I was able to pitch the idea to the Lego group, the superheroes team, build its first concept model, and then also follow it through its entire development journey, which means that it really was a labor of love to bring this product to the market. And there's a lot of my personal love for the character and just love of these sort of organic shaping techniques and all that kind of stuff that goes into a model like this. So it's the easy answer, at least for right now. But there's been so many models I've worked on that I've loved as well.
Awesome. And that, not to jump in the second question, but I remember you had made a model not like this, but you made an Iron Man model in your previous life, when you were a brick designer. And to see it from that point to where it is now, coming out next year, January, as an official set. I mean, that's full circle, man. That's awesome.
It truly is. I mean, yeah, my love for this character and this particular Iron Man suit has run so deep for so long. I hope you're not going to show your, the people tuning in the old version because it has really come a long way since then. Different scale. I'll chalk most of it up to being a very different scale. But yeah, truly, this was one of those passion projects, just like a dream set before I even came to the Lego group that I would always have loved to work on. And now, now it's getting out into the world and people have it in their hands. And that's really exciting to see.
Awesome. Wow. Amazing.
All right. How did your time on Lego Masters influence your design choice, the curation, and the technique?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, the nice thing about working at the Lego group is that while there is a limit on the number of pieces you can use, it's not quite as limited as the Brick Pit and Lego Masters. And if I am missing something, like on the Iron Man, for instance, that shoulder piece in the right color, sometimes it's in our power to make those new pieces in those new colors. So that makes it a little bit easier sometimes. But I do think Lego Masters, I mean, it is in a way an equally, I wouldn't say stressful, but there's certain constraints on you in Lego Masters, as there are here at the Lego Group too, because we're of course trying to produce the best product possible, and that means meeting a lot of different needs at the same time. And in Lego Masters, the main constraints are of course time, and the fact that Will Arnett's coming up and asking you questions and stuff like that. Right? It's a different experience than the AFOL, the pure AFOL experience, where you could work on something for months and months and just not really worry about it too much. So I guess that was a bit of preparation in that way too.
Awesome. So next question is regarding your, I guess the process. So when you get an assignment, so
yeah.
What is the design process? And not to get too into the weeds, but I guess so if I'm let's say I'm the CEO of Lego or whatever, and I say, hey, Aaron, we have this idea. We're just going to give you the idea. What is that process of bringing it out into a set?
It could be so many different things, to be completely honest. I mean, something like, what I talked about, the Iron Man, that's an idea that was sort of curated in the design department, and we had the idea and brought it forward. Sometimes a partner we work with might come with a product idea. Sometimes an idea might come from senior leadership as well. So it really is kind of this collaborative idea factory. But anyway, let's say there's a product that we're exploring doing. We might do some concepting rounds on it. We might put it into some testing, get it in front of people, see if it resonates with the target audience we're looking at. And if all goes well, that product will sort of graduate from being just a concept and into something that we're making into a finished set. And that entails a whole different process of making sure that it's, buildable, safe, meeting all those quality constraints that we really always want to be delivering on, taking the proof of concept, as it were, and making it into the finished product. So there's sort of a concepting phase and then a maturation phase as well. It's roughly that pretty much every product will go through.
Okay. Good deal. All right. With your past history as being a Lego instructor, right? Do you design sets with children in mind, or does it depend on the theme assigned?
Yeah, it depends on the brief, because something like the Iron Man is designed with an 18 plus or an older collector in mind, someone who really wants that incredible display piece with the high level of detail and the complex building journey. But not every product is trying to hit that same consumer. And most of what I do these days is in the kids business, creating products for younger builders, which is something I find really exciting, because as an AFOL, I think it's kind of, in a way, easier to design something for your AFOL self, right? Because you can think to yourself, oh, this is a cool build. This is a cool journey. I would love to work on something like this because I know I would enjoy it as a fan. But when you're designing for kids, it can also be really exciting, because you have to put yourself empathetically in the needs of the kid and think, what kind of play are they going to do with this? How much time do they want to spend on the building experience? How can we make sure they're going to have a successful experience that makes them want to come back and continue using Lego bricks?
That's awesome. And, having that mentality for kids in the past, and bringing it into what you do now. Yeah, it shows. It definitely shows in the type of models you've created and the design choices. So our last question, you actually answered part of it in the process question. So I'm going to just throw another question now. It's nothing too crazy. So you've designed these beautiful sets. These sets are out in the world, without revealing too much. If you had a dream set that you were to be the one to create, you pick your team and you bring it out, what would be that dream set?
Well, it's kind of funny, because in a way, I had two answers to this question, and I've done both of them at this point.
Oh, really?
The Iron Man for superheroes and the ultimate buildable dragon for creator. So I'm currently in the process of farming some new dreams to, inform the process here. So, we'll find out what those are together, I guess.
Yes. All right. Perfect answer. Oh, man. Excuse me. So, Aaron, we watched your journey, as fellow contestants, as colleagues, and watching your journey from where you started to where you are now. And I'm always hyped when I know that another set is coming out by you, because at the end of the day, I go back to my students, I go back to my friends. I'm like, hey, You need to get this set because I know the guy who did it. I know the guy who created it. So it's awesome seeing people run for their dreams, reach their dreams, accomplish their dreams, and then create new dreams. So, man, we're happy for you, man. We're so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that. You know, I really look to both of you as such good role models in the community and such awesome people and great builders, of course. So I consider myself lucky to count you both as friends.
Wow. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. So the guy that has the Iron Man right now, man, anything you want to say, man?
Yeah, man. I'm kind of like a fan. I got to get out of the fanboy phase right now because he made. We love Iron Man and we love Aaron, so like this is like the total dream, right? So I noticed like with some of the techniques, right, and even in my review, I said that like in the model, there was some building techniques that were like like what Lego used to consider as illegal. Did you had to run that past anybody at all before you did it, or you just said they just gave you free range, like, hey, look, just get the model done, and then we'll assess it afterwards?
I would say, first of all, if you're noticing something in there that you think is illegal, probably it's not, because we have a whole team of people making sure these things are legal.
Right.
But
Right.
all that to say, it's anytime, any Lego set that you ever build, so many people have worked on that as a team. I was the lead designer on that Iron Man, but I could not have produced the product without the help of so many other model designers, graphic designers, the building instructions designers, all of these, people who help check the quality, our model coaches, for instance, not to mention the packaging design, the way it's marketed, all of the awesome photography and videography to get that set captured the right way. There's so many different people whose work comes together to produce a finished set. So in the space of building techniques, yes, you do have to, make sure everything is, by the book. Is that 5 minutes? Do we do it?
Oh, we're way over 5 minutes. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth
it. Yeah, not by much.
Look, just continue making these awesome sets, man. Like, we get to live the dream because we get to live in the mind of you. Every time these are your children here. Like these are your children, and we enjoy. Like every time we open the book, we enjoy the adventure that you take us on.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. The building experience is something we focus a lot on. So I'm really glad they've been giving these good experiences to you guys.
Yeah, man, absolutely, absolutely, man. But like we said, man, just keep doing what you're doing, man. We love what you're doing. We love what you're putting out. You're representing everyone who was on that season 1. You're representing all of us, man. We love it, man. So thank you, man. Yeah.
All right, love to you guys. Good to see you. Good to chat.
Yeah, and we will definitely chat again, like here and there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right. As we turn the page, we are turning the page on someone that we know very well. He's I almost said he's the host. I think we're going backwards in a way.
I'd rather read a new book.
Oh, okay. Well, I love nostalgia. Will Arnet. Will Arnet. Former host of Lego Masters. He's doing a lot of great things. He's doing a lot of cool. He got some stuff coming down the pike. But he has mentioned in an article very recently that he would want to make another Lego Batman movie. Now, Lego Batman, let me just make sure, because we all about being honest on this mic. Let me just double check something real quick. Now, Lego Batman, I know we have an official Lego Batman movie. I want to just make sure how much of these movies are out there. If it's just one movie. Okay, so Lego Batman movie 2017 that came out. He's made some more appearances. He's been in the Lego movie. He's been in the Lego movie, the second part.
Okay.
But he has said in multiple articles that Will Arnet wants to make a new Lego Batman movie. Now, he said this to Variety. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find that quote. Let me see where that quote at. He said to Variety he wants to make a new Lego Batman movie.
Okay.
Now, it raises a lot of questions. You know, he's not the host anymore of Lego Masters. We all know Nick Cannon is the new host of Lego Masters.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of new projects. He has this funny podcast with what's his name? Gates, Jason Gates. Jason Bateman. Sorry, Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, so he has a funny thing with him, you know. So do we need another Lego Batman movie?
Yeah, I think you do. I think that's one of the roles he played very well.
Yeah.
And I think that Lego needs a new movie. They definitely need a new movie. They did the video game line pretty good.
Yeah.
And so I think you go back to the movies. Ninjago started out like this, and then it dipped off.
Mhm.
Even the Lego movie itself too went like this, and then the sequel just dipped off. And so I'm hoping that, you know, that this doesn't do the same, right? And here's a history fact. That's the first movie that me and my grandson went to watch. He was 3 years old, and we watched the Lego Batman movie, and that's how yours truly got into Lego. So, yeah, I think this fits well. And if he wants to do it, I think you jump on board. Like usually there's an idea by a producer, and then there's the movie and the pitch and all that, and then they go find the actors, right? But you got an actor say, hey, look, I would love to do this project again. So then, you know, that sparks the flame and the fire. But I hope it's good. You know, I hope it's not like they don't try to tie the first movie into the sequel, because then at that point it's just the first movie over again. So
let me give you some fun facts real quick. When you look at the different Batman movies that have been made, from the very first with Michael Keaton all the way to Robert Pattinson, number one movie is The Dark Knight, right? That's hands down Dark Knight, Christian Bale, Heath Ledger, one of the greatest of all time. Do you know what's tied?
No, enlighten me.
The Lego movie, who had Batman in it. Okay. You know what's number 3 on that list of Batman movies? And this is according to IMDb. Number 3 is the Lego Batman movie.
Okay.
That is where it's ranked. It is literally ranked at the top of the list of Batman movies that has ever come out. So that tells you something. Whenever we go to different conventions, and when people say, hey, how's Will Arnett? Batman, the kids know him. They know Will Arnett because he's the voice of Lego Batman, and Lego Batman is their favorite character. This needs to happen. The movie came out 2017. It is 2025. That was 8 years ago. We're about to get into almost a decade since that movie been out.
Wow.
It's long overdue.
Yeah.
I think they need to make this movie. I think this will be good for his career. However, it is kind of weird place to do it. Probably should have did it while he was still host of Lego Masters. That would have been stronger to do, because then you could promote it. You can, but you know, Hollywood. But they need to make another one. Will Arnett needs to make another one.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So you mentioned it earlier, but we're going to be in Ocean City, Maryland.
We are.
Listen, man, when you said Ocean City, Maryland, I was like, all right, Maryland is about 2 hours away from Jersey.
Too soon.
It's about, oh man. It is, yo, dude, it's a 3 hour and 20-minute drive from my house.
Yeah, from where you at, because it sends you from central New Jersey, and it cuts you right across Delaware to the eastern shore. So you're gonna be doing a lot of countryside driving.
Yeah, man. I wasn't looking forward to that. I was gonna say, man, can I look for a flight to Baltimore? But Baltimore is like 2 hours. I'm only saving an hour.
That's where I'm coming from. I'm traveling 2 hours to get there. So I'm not near. So
Oh,
But
okay.
it'll definitely be worth it, friend. Dinner's
Yeah,
on.
man. It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I've been seeing the
They have
people who's gonna be there.
they have an after party just for the convention goers at the hotel. You
Okay.
can check that email because it'll tell you where it's at.
Okay.
So you
Rub
know,
some shoulders. All
yes,
right.
yes,
Rub some elbows and all that stuff, you know.
yes.
I said that wrong. I'm gonna be rubbing elbows. I ain't rubbing shoulders. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble.
I'm bump elbows. I ain't rubbing no shoulders.
You just give them the dap. That's it.
Not even that. I'm COVID. There you go. COVID era. Yeah, but we go. It's gonna be fun, man. Maybe we should do a special PTB while we're out there, man. Maybe
we can fire it up, man. Fire it up around the display and stuff like that. I might, tomorrow's gonna be a little bit tough for me because I'm bringing my Oscorp, so that's gonna take me a while to set up, friend. It's gonna take me a long while to set up.
Yeah, so. I ain't gonna have all that stuff. All that stuff you posted, I ain't gonna have all that stuff. I'm gonna bring some anime though.
Yes,
it's a Comic-Con, so I'm gonna bring my Last Dragon stuff.
Okay,
I'm bringing my anime stuff.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun.
Cool.
Yep. Yeah, man. But as always, folks, we say a lot of stuff on this mic. We talk a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, we just want to do better, and we're gonna try to do better next time.
Do better, Lego Masters.
What he said.
Do better. You got probably over 75 Lego Masters as a whole, and probably 10% actually wants to do PR stuff. Do better, Lego Masters PR. Do better. Treat people like people, not numbers.
Do it for him. do it for him. Do it for that kid. Do it for the kid.
Good night, America.
Night, America.
Do better, Lego Masters.
Oh.